Hello, I'm Jason Halleck from Rand Group's Microsoft practice. If you're running a complex global business that includes finance, supply chain, manufacturing, and warehousing operations, and you've been wondering whether there's a single platform that can handle all of it without stitching together 4 different systems, this video is for you. What you're looking at right now is Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Supply Chain Management. In this video, I'm going to show you the actual product. No slides, no marketing language, just the platform running live. We'll cover the platform experience, some core finance and supply chain capabilities, and discuss how it integrates natively with tools like Teams, Excel, Power BI, and Copilot, tools your organization is already using today. Before we click anything, let me give you some context, because where D365 FNSCM resides in the enterprise software market matters. This is a cloud-native ERP platform from Microsoft, which means it lives on Azure, gets updated automatically, and is the only enterprise ERP that is natively embedded in the same ecosystem as Teams, Office 365, Power BI, and Copilot. You're not bolting together integrations. It's one platform. Gartner recognizes D365 FNSCM as a leader in the Cloud ERP Magic Quadrant for product-centric enterprises. And it's built for real complexity, such as multi-company, multi-currency, multi-warehouse, and global compliance, all without requiring an army of consultants to configure it. If you're coming from SAP, D365 deploys in months, not years, with no basis team required. If your company is using a soon-to-be unsupported Microsoft ERP or are already leveraging M365 and Azure, this platform is a natural migration path. And if you're running an ERP you've simply outgrown or a legacy on-premise system that is no longer supported, D365 FNSCM is the logical next step for your organization. Okay, let's stop talking about the platform and let's start showing it. Let's start with navigation. When users log into D365 FNSCM, they see apps and workspaces on their home screen. If a user is looking to simplify their home screen, it's easy. Click Settings, Personalize, and then hide any apps or workspaces you're looking to remove. I'll click the menu in the upper left-hand corner to open the full module list. Navigation in D365 is module-based. Finance, procurement, warehouse management, manufacturing, they're all here. All in the same system, all sharing the same data model. No separate logins, no API calls between modules. Each capability easily accessible in D365 through the modules drop-down menu, through the workspaces drop-down, or saved as a favorite. While we're here, let's click on the Customer Credit and Collections workspace. This is a workspace. Think of it as a role-specific dashboard. If I'm a collection manager, I see open cases, customers over their credit limit, or collection letter activity. Everyone sees what's relevant to their job, but is not forced to view everything in the system. This is just one example. If you were a warehouse supervisor, your workspace would see inbound shipments and picking queues. And here's something important. You can act from the workspace. You can click, in this case, customers over credit limit, and then drill down into a customer record without opening a separate screen. Whether you're in a customer record or any other record in D365 FNSCM, the structure is the same. A fast action bar at the top, related information in tabs below. It's consistent across every module. So once a user learns finance, they already know 80% of how to navigate supply chain or other areas of the system. As I click Global Search, this approach can find anything in F&SCM. Vendors, customers, products, transactions, menu items, all across the entire system in one place. Watch how it returns items or provides you with the navigation path to the various item screens. In D365, you can also easily switch to different entities. As I click on the USMF entity, I can switch to our robotics UK entity. Same session, same user, same screen layout, but now I'm in the UK legal entity. British pound currency, UK chart of accounts, UK compliance rules, no second login, no VPN, no separate system. For organizations running multiple entities or subsidiaries across countries, this is a game changer. One last thing I wanted to mention on navigation is saved views. As I go to the pending vendor invoices grid, you'll see I have both a standard view and a JSONs view that I saved. Users have the ability in every grid within D365 to personalize, filter, and save your named views. Here, I'm going to hide several of the columns within this grid to provide a more simplified view regarding vendor-related columns. A user creates their view once, and it's there every time they log in. No IT ticket, no developer needed. From the home screen, I'll navigate to the General Journal Processing Workspace tile. This is a workspace where an accounting manager may reside, and every number within this workspace is live. Not last night's batch, not a scheduled report that ran at 6 a.m. Whatever posted in the last minute would be reflected in this workspace. Look at what's surfaced without anyone building a single report. All journals not posted, what's posted today, and the ability to drill down into each journal's detail. Each of these tiles is a live count, and each one is a shortcut. If I click on any of these, it opens the filtered list behind it. The tile is the report and the navigation in one. Next, I will navigate to the trial balance. I have it saved as a favorite in my drop-down menu. I will accept the default parameters and click Calculate Balance. This is the trial balance, the heartbeat of the general ledger. Every account, every balance in real time. I didn't configure this report. It's always here, always current. I can slice this by department, by cost center, by business unit, without building a new report or exporting the data to Excel. One filter change and the entire balance recalculates instantly. Now I will navigate to an account balance amount that opens a voucher transaction list for that account. Here's what makes this more than a report. I can click through from a trial balance to the finished goods inventory account, and then access the transaction origin for a specific journal entry. In this case, 022897. Every line, every source document, every user who touched it. An end-to-end audit trail that's just here, always. From a single number on a trial balance, I can reach the root transaction in just a few clicks. Next, I will navigate to the All Purchase Orders screen located in my Favorites dropdown. A purchase order in D365 is not just a document. It's a living workflow object with a full life cycle tracked in one place. If I click on PO 173024, look at what's visible in just a single record without clicking into any subscreens. The PO header tab can show users the vendor, the order status, and the inventory locations. And on the Lines tab, users receive a Copilot summary of the order, delivery and discount details, and line item details. A procurement manager can see at a glance whether goods have arrived, whether the vendor has acknowledged the order, and whether the invoice has been matched. All from this one screen. No chasing emails, no calling the warehouse, no separate receiving system to log into. By clicking on the Receive and Invoice tabs, these tell the complete story of the purchase order. What arrived, what was invoiced, and what's been paid. The entire PO to payment lifecycle in one record. You can see exactly what's been received but not yet invoiced and accrue it accurately. By clicking the back arrow to the All Purchase Orders screen, we once again see every PO in the system, every status, filterable by any combination, and providing users procurement visibility at scale with no spreadsheet required. To discuss the inventory capabilities in D365 F&SCM, I'll navigate to the Inventory on Hand list. I'll filter the list by item number and warehouse. Real quantities right now across every item in Warehouse 11, and not just a total number. Look at the columns. Physical inventory, reserved quantity, quantity on order, quantity available for picking. Every dimension the business cares about in one view. This kind of visibility is what prevents two of the most expensive inventory mistakes: running out of stock and carrying excess inventory. One click on the column header and you can sort the list, you can insert or remove columns, or you can export all the rows to Excel. As I drill into item M0001, I can view quantity on hand, quantity on order, warehouse location, license plates, all relevant data related to this inventory item. A warehouse manager can easily determine where an inventory item resides without radio calls to the floor or paper pick sheets to cross-reference. As I click the Dimensions tab, the inventory dimensions in D365 go as deep as your business needs. License plates, batch numbers, serial numbers. Whatever tracking requirement your industry demands, the D365 data model handles it natively. Now I will navigate to the all waves favorite to discuss warehouse management. This is where D365 FNSCM separates itself from ERP systems that treat the warehouse as a footnote in their inventory module. This is a full warehouse management system built natively into the same platform, sharing the same data with no integration required. A wave is a batch of outbound orders that gets processed together, grouped by shipping method, carrier, destination, whatever rules your warehouse operates on. The system creates the wave, the system directs the picks, the system confirms the shipment. The warehouse team just follows directions on a handheld device. If I select the wave, and then under the Wave tab, select Work, I can view the details of this wave in the system. D365 calculates the optimal picking route through the warehouse to minimize travel time. This goes straight to a warehouse worker's mobile device or RF scanner the moment the wave is released. When the picker scans and confirms each pick on the floor, the inventory count updates in D365 in real time. The moment the last item is picked and packed, the finance team's inventory valuation is updated. The sales team order is confirmed as shipped. Everything downstream happens automatically. As I navigate back to all waves, the life cycle is fully visible right here. Shipped, picked, all statuses for every stage recorded and timestamped. For a logistics manager who needs to know exactly where an order is in the fulfillment process at any given moment, D365 FNSCM is the answer. Next, I want to discuss Microsoft integration. Integration with the Microsoft tools your team is already using is a key differentiator when considering D365 FNSCM. As I navigate back to the Inventory on Hand list view, I want to mention every grid in D365 has a native Open in Microsoft Office option. In this environment, I can save to OneDrive or SharePoint, or output this data directly into Excel. The Excel add-in opens the live data, and I can edit cells directly in Excel and publish those changes back to D365 in real time, allowing users to view, refresh, edit, and publish changes back to D365. Unlike a simple export, the workbook remains connected to D365 data for update and synchronization. In short, it launches a connected Office document, typically in Excel, for bulk data analysis and maintenance with the ability to write changes back to D365. In terms of Microsoft Teams integration, D365 records can be added directly as tabs inside any Teams channel or shared as links, allowing users to open D365 workspaces directly within Teams while standard security and permissions still apply. Approval workflows in D365 can also send actionable notifications to Teams, where the approver gets a Teams message, clicks approve, and the workflow moves forward without ever opening a browser tab. The process comes to where the people work, not the other way around. As we navigate back to the Customer Credit and Collections workspace, I will scroll down and mention Power BI is embedded directly inside D365 workspaces. This dashboard is reading live from the same data, no extract, no overnight batch feeding a data warehouse. I can click on this aging chart and drill directly to the underlying data. Now let's touch on Power Automate, where you have access to a no-code workflow builder. To access this tool, you can select options from the ribbon bar, select Power Automate, and then create a flow. In this example, a finance manager was looking to send an automated email when a business event occurred in D365 Finance. This is how you would initiate building that workflow without needing a developer. AI is embedded throughout D365 FNSCM via Microsoft Copilot. This helps users automate tasks, generate insights, forecast outcomes, summarize data, create content, and interact with business processes using natural language. I'll navigate back to the Collections workspace and access Customer Account Record CP100. When accessing CP100, you see that Copilot has provided us with a summary, including status and insights. This is just one area where AI is leveraged in D365 FNSCM. AI is also used in areas such as D365's demand forecasting, where AI can analyze historical data, identify seasonal patterns, and generate a baseline demand forecast, all without needing a data scientist or a separate planning tool. Copilot is both embedded within D365 FNSCM forms and accessible throughout the system as a sidecar. I can click the Copilot icon, open it, and ask, and there you have it, a summary of the different ways that Copilot is used within D365 FNSCM. So, let's recap. What did we just see today? We saw one platform for finance, supply chain, warehouse, manufacturing, and procurement, natively connected to Teams, Excel, Power BI, and Power Automate. With AI and Copilot embedded in workflows your team runs every single day, running on Microsoft Azure with continuous updates and a global compliance framework. This isn't a vision. This is running right now for thousands of organizations globally. If you want to see this in context of your own business, your industry, your processes, your data, visit the RAND Group contact page. We'll set you up with a personalized discovery session and map what you saw today to your specific situation. And if you found this useful, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our LinkedIn page where we publish deep dive demos, customer use cases, and feature walkthroughs regularly. Thanks for watching.